Didn't go live. I mean, it is freezing. Oh, my bad. It's freezing in the desert, y'all. I almost didn't go live because it's freezing in the desert. Then I listened to me a little of the Wiz, today's theme song, and then some Michael came on, and that really got me going. What we done? So we're gonna take a couple minutes, see if I can warm myself up. But I'm gonna go ahead and run the 60, and that will give y'all a minute or two. Oh, snap. Listen to the helicopters. Black love is the scaffolding between power and understanding, the freedom in knowing the gravitational call to the stars, the refinement necessary to keep them from colliding, the knowledge that our story isn't precautionary tales or careless whispers. Your systems will be measured, their void put on display. We are the color born of a galaxy in darkness, black excellence, the fourth element, the fourth element. Just by those two little, y'all don't understand.
That's so rouse your religion. Two Y's, T and W.
I'm black, y'all.
Die for my people. Die for my people. Die for my people. Die for my people, yeah. Die for my people. Die for my people. Die for my GG. Die for my people, yeah. Die for my people, yeah. Die for my GG, yeah. Die for my people, yeah. Die for my people, yeah. Die for my GG, yeah. Die for my GG, yeah. Die for my people, yeah.
I'm still here, y'all. I'm over in the corner making my coffee. How's your spirit? Y'all hear Michael going? Hey! I'm starting to feel better, y'all. Like when I show back up, you'll understand what I'm saying when I say it's cold in the desert, baby. It's cold in the desert. Do you see your girl? I'm walking around in a blanket. It's cold in the desert. Don't matter how many times I close the door, open the door, turn the heat up. It's cold in the DAMN desert. So your girl is really just struggling with the desert this morning. So anyway, I want to have a conversation about our emotional spending habits as a people, as American people, not just brown people, but certainly brown folks, most black folks, black folks, black folks, black folks. I know y'all be bothered sometimes when I say when people say brown versus black or whatever the thing is at the time or the reason. I recognize that. I understand that it's not everyone's cup of tea. Y'all got a desire for all kinds of terminology, and I ain't got time. So at the end of the day, to me, we're Americans, and we Americans are emotional freaking spenders. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Like, I mean, we're going to go into some examples and some understandings and how we can make these things better. Why do we spend the money that we do the way that we do? That's just me irritated, ranting, mumbling already. Forgive me. Um, Sipping my coffee real quick. Please don't judge too much. I appreciate you. I really do. Let's make sure that the live chat replay is on. We're definitely doing subscribers only mode just because I'm the only one here. So I got to make sure that I'm able to see what's going on. And then let's see. We're good there and there. And then we can save it there to dar. And then one more thing I needed to do is go out there. Yes, I apologize. Yes, I know I probably should have done some of this beforehand, but really you can't. You got to be live in the moment in order to access this bit. Apologies again, though, because it can get to be irritating as a watcher, and I recognize and appreciate that. So thank you very much for being present. And being aware, involved or not involved, that I suppose remains to be seen, right? Ta-da! Okay, so, like I said, I want to have this conversation about our emotional spending habits. And the easiest thing I can do is discuss an example that's right here in our faces as content creators, as folks who consume YouTube in general or in specific, right? Um, the Fight Club scenario, right? Excuse me. Where now you can pay, it's what, $15 to boot someone off for, just to boot someone off. It's $20. There's a thing, but you can $500 you can pay to boot someone off for an entire week or whatever it is, month, whatever. Here's the question. No question. Statement. That's emotional spending. You are in the midst of watching a program, and you are so perturbed by the words that are coming out of somebody's mouth that you got to stop and send $500 to shut them up, to get them out of your presence, to keep them from having a voice on a public platform. That don't sound emotional to you. Because it sounds emotional than a mug to me. And I mean, it don't sound like Summer Rain emotional. No, it sounds like Whitney Houston emotional. Y'all know the song. Yeah, it sound like that. We gonna play it because that's how I feel today. Yo. I mean, when I say y'all get emotional, whoo, $500 because you watching something, you heard something that's just so bothersome. You got to throw money. Baby, if we're throwing money at problems, let's talk about your children. Y'all been throwing money at them motherfuckers for a long time. How does that shit work out for you? Because they don't like you. They can't stand you. So what is throwing money at the problem doing for you? I'm freaking confused. I'm so, woo. Y'all got me messed up in the game. Like I trust me. Again, I done told you before. I really don't care about them folks. I happen to be watching because someone over there, I was interested in paying attention to today. I wanted to see the justice that I wanted. Slow down, JP. I wanted to see the juxtaposition between them on their own platform or channel and then them on someone else's channel. What's the dynamic like? What's the difference? How do they move? How do they behave? When it comes to whether or not I'm going to work with someone, that's how specific I am. There are a lot of people who have wanted to work with me for the better part of this year, last year. And I just been looking. Integrity matters so much to me. Ability to recognize the value in people matters so much to me. The people that I've seen in this space, it doesn't to them unless it's about them. Oh, and then it's super freaking important. When we're talking about how we spend our money, where we spend our money, what we care about, who we care about, that becomes a whole other kind of beast. And it's just really trippy to me. And so it's like, I'm cute. I'm cool with your human emotionality. I really am. We all have, we're all there, right? We all get emotional to some degree. It's how we move, what we do with it that matters, and we're doing really shitty things with our emotions. I got your apology. I don't think that I was wrong. I recognize um, I recognize the corporate standard. That was never the issue. It's this part. In the light of day, what will you do? That's the question. That's the measure. That's the metric. We don't choose to lead. Not that I've seen. story time, and then we'll. Y'all are serious about this thing, right? Like y'all just, what is it? What? What I do? What I do? I completely forgot what story I was gonna tell. Just like that. I will play this song though, since it came to my mind, and there must be a reason for it. Shout out to my siblings. One of y'all must be thinking about me. Lord knows these last few weeks I've certainly been thinking about y'all, but it's my goal to know that y'all are safe more than anything else. And now I'm not out here trying to be safe. I'm out here trying to make it safe for your kids and grandkids. You feel me? You're better off where you are. But we're family. So. Hey! Hey, hey. Speaking of you all, moving forward, you won't be able to click the link inside of this restream. In order to be able to join my panels, you will have to be a member of the Facebook group. One of the two. There are two. I will drop the link in one or both. I will ask the moderators when they're here to help me with the rest, but I'm over this YouTubian nonsense. Have at it. I am in this space to create what I need to in order to move my own mission forward. Like quite literally, the creator has told me I gotta show up over here in order to get my dream over there. And that's what I'm doing. I gotta show up and talk to y'all about being not spending your money emotionally. When I recognize we all have some emotional spending habit, right? Like for me, for a long time, it was shoes. I had this thing about shoes. I love heels. I really do. They're not the best for you, right? So every time that I would make the dean's list, I'd buy myself a new pair of heels or a purse or something like that. My budget was never more than $100. Never. The only time that there was an exception to that was when we had some type of event that we had to go to, and I had to have some type of fancy shoe. It's to the point where, I mean, y'all, seriously, I made the dean's list pretty much the entire time that I was in culinary school. So it was to the point where I pretty much just had shoes all up and down. My closet was just full of shoes. Like my youngest son used to talk smack about my shoes and my closet full of shoes. Today, I could really care less. I almost don't even want to have on shoes, except that I need to. It's cold and people keep tracking stuff in and out the house. But anyway, I recognize that we spend and eat and consume because it makes us feel better. And on this part, I can only give a testimony because it's something that you have to experience individually. When you do for someone, like a random act of kindness, even something as small as just giving them a compliment that day, it's a different kind of feeling, a different kind of sense of value, of right with the world, so to speak. It's the things we do for those we don't know. as much as we do for those we love. That's the ticket. That's the thing. You know what I mean? So I wanted to have this conversation around emotional spending, and there's a couple of videos. One of the things is I made the mistake of hold on, not putting the playlist together correctly, and two, not rechecking this one more time, because let's talk about it. It's not supposed to be about emotional spending. It's supposed to be about the fact that we manage more than emotions. And at the end of the day, that's the truth, because we have to manage the emotions. We have to manage our emotions in order to be able to manage a household, in order to be able to protect, guide, and lead children. And I really, 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 really wish people would look at the definition of a matriarch. It is the female head of a family unit. We are a part of, not the whole, not the leader of the entirety. We do work together to agree together to get some things done. My thoughts and prayers are with the UBA community today. You know, this is the thing about it. It's so many communities. You almost feel like you're being neglectful if you only mention one or two. Like, I could show you, like right now, I've got playlist after playlist. One for Georgia, one for North Carolina, Arizona. Everyone is going through the back kookies. I don't know what is happening with people, Americans, but baby, we're going through it. So, um, I don't want to start with this one. Let me go back. I want to start with my Arizona playlist because there was something in there I wanted to make sure I saw. I got two today. Um, one, we're going to move this to the other playlist. There. So apologies, you guys. Everybody's talking about old family, this, that, and the third, talking about the children. Well, if you're going to talk about the children, be about the children. Now, I'm choosing these examples that are here in Arizona. But what I want is for you all to recognize this goes on. There are plenty of videos and playlists and I'm sorry, and images like this in your own state. People in your own communities. They're not celebrities. They're not randos off of someone's YouTube or social media. These are human beings in your states going through crisis. They are doing things that you might not fathom, or you might be able to shed some light on why. They are moving in ways and in numbers that we've rarely seen before, and it's something that we need to talk about. So that's what I am here for. And let's see. Oh no, I want to do this one too. My bad, you guys. I actually had chose the wrong playlist right there, but I got it, and we're Gucci. And excuse me. All right, so these are just a few of the videos that I have. Okay, right here alone, there are 5 videos. Most of this is somewhere out of Arizona. What I'm going to do, put them in order. In case we've got some folks with some longer or shorter attention spans, you can get to which one you want. Like here, this right here alone is just a way to get it there, okay? To get you some understanding. This is basically what your news organizations are doing. You're capable of doing too. Okay? So what we're going to do is start with this first one. This is some teachers who were fired for their OnlyFans behavior. Give me just 1 second. And I want to make sure that it can be heard. over here. And I want to get the live. Ta-da. Sweet. All right. Now you can see that okay? Yes, you can. And there's that. Because I'm sharing it, I'm going to mute myself while it's playing. Actually, you know what? Chill out. Seriously, y'all. What is it? Why? Why? What I was going to say is I don't need to share the sound because my mic is open. So what I'm going to do is stop sharing it this way. Forgive me. Reshare one more time using my open mic. It automatically did it that time though, so I don't want the echo. Here we go. There we are. Ta-da! Now, back up on screen. You can see it. And when I hit the button, you can hear it too.
School district is firing two married teachers who they say filmed sexually explicit content on school boards. The district says that the husband and wife were making content for the subscription site OnlyFans. You've got to be joking, right? The school told parents that the students had been sharing material involving a staff person, but it was not filmed during school hours. Still very inappropriate.
There was a police chase in Ohio that ends with a man forcing his way into a daycare of all places. Look. Get the kids, please, get the kids.
Fair use.
Oh my gosh, how terrifying.
So the Warren Police Department says it started with an officer trying to pull a 39-year-old over. He was wanted for felony assault. After a chase, he ended up crashing his car and running to the back of the daycare. He's now facing 13 charges in addition to that original felony charge.
Children right there, right next to him. Family of an organ donor in the valley is trying to get the word out about how just important it is to give the gift of life.
And this comes after 23-year-old daughter passed away unexpectedly. Fox 10's Lindsay Regas joining us live.
Thank you for your donation.
The Rogers family is staying positive after losing their daughter Deja. Deja passed away on Saturday, and since then she has saved 3 lives by being an organ donor. November 1st was the beginning of a tragic change of events for the Rogers family.
It's been tough because she was not just my daughter. She was my best friend.
Their daughter, 23-year-old Dejanay Rogers, was taken to the hospital.
A question is, are you an organ donor?
Went into cardiac arrest, and she was under for a very long time. I believe it was over 20-something minutes, and was later declared brain dead.
On November 5th, she began to give back as an organ donor, and her family says since then she has saved 3 lives.
Even on her last breath, on her back, she just wanted to give and heal.
Now her family is raising awareness as they navigate a future without Deja.
But she's still living, and she's being able to have somebody else live that was on the verge of where she is now. So even in her death, she's still saving, and she's still helping.
Yeah, we're losing a vessel, but Deja lives on forever.
Is there a chance to live again or fight another battle? You know, even in knowing that we lost.
This was the final lesson Deja gave her younger brother.
I would do anything to be just like Deja.
If you're interested in becoming an organ donor, you can visit donatelifeaz.org. We have that information on our website, as well as how you can help out the Rogers family. Reporting live, Lindsay Regas, Fox 10 News.
Thank you again to the Rogers family.
4-year-old woman now charged with murder in what police call a case of citizen's arrest gone wrong is set to begin.
This one got me. Hold on. Before I can let this one keep going, y'all. Okay. There is a poll on the YouTube page there is a poll and also a Q&A question. Why don't more people sign up as an organ donor? The poll is,